Hello everyone, I've been gone for a little while. If you want to find out what happened to me, you can go check out a video which I'll put a link to somewhere in one of the corners. I'm not sure which way is left and right when I'm looking at this. Is it like, I don't know, find out in the link at the top. Okay, anyway, today, the numbers, 1,349,000. What happened? I've only been gone a week. 1,349,904 confirmed cases of the coronavirus worldwide as of recording right now. That is crazy. Every time I say the numbers, I'm like, that is crazy, that is crazy, that is crazy, that is crazy. It is. It's just so crazy how fast this is going. No signs of slowing down. So yesterday, the USA added 30,331 cases of the coronavirus. That is crazy. No, that's a lot. That is a lot. That's the reason why it's going up so fast. Okay, so 1,255 people died yesterday in the USA, confirmed from the coronavirus. And France was next with 5,171 new cases. That seems a little low as the second highest in the world. That's not bad. We're doing all right. But sadly, 833 deaths in France yesterday, and Spain with 700 deaths yesterday, and an additional 5,029 new cases. UK added 3,802 new cases and 439 deaths. You know what's getting on my nerves? Every time I watch the news, you know when something's going up, right? Is it from this side? Or I don't even know which way is left and right. You know, every time I do left and right on my hands, when I look back on the screen, you know when something's going up, right? And it goes up kind of like up a little bit, and then down a little bit, then up a little bit, then down a little bit, then up a little bit, then down a little bit, but it keeps going up more, right? And it goes down just a little bit. It's like the stocks, when stocks go sort of like they kind of creep up a little, up, like that, right? But what's funny is, when I watch the news, and it gets on my nerves so much, I watch the news, and it goes up, and people are like, oh no, we've done so badly, we need to change the plan, and then it goes down, like, oh, we've done something really good, oh, we need to keep doing that, and it goes up again, oh no, we've done something, and I'm just like, it's going up. Don't get excited about the little dip when it goes down for like a day. It's going up. That's the trend, it's going up. It's not gone down, down, down for 3-4 days in a row. It's up a lot, then down a little bit, and when it goes down, they're like, you can see we're doing the right thing, yeah. What we've done this, we've done that, and obviously it's showing now, it's starting to show. It's like, it's been a day, and it hasn't technically gone down, it's still going up. It's just up a lot, and then down a little bit, and then up a lot more. That's what's happening. I get so annoyed. What are we paying these experts for? Why? Why are we paying them? China yesterday added just 39 new cases of the coronavirus and only 2 deaths yesterday. But I've looked, and today, as of today, there are 0 deaths today. Can you imagine? Do you believe it? Can you imagine that? Do you believe it? Can you imagine that? Wow, 0 deaths. They've done such a good job. Right? Anyway, sarcastic comments aside, tomorrow's the 8th of April, and tomorrow they're opening up the high-speed rail and opening up everything in Wuhan. So people technically should be able to come and go as they please, but there is a catch. It's now a virtual lockdown. So instead of having the physical blockades and, you know, the fact that the trains literally didn't move out of Wuhan, out of Hubei, now what they're doing is a virtual lockdown whereby everything that happens in Hubei, you need to have a health code on your card. I've talked about it a little bit before, where it's like green, orange, and red. And that pretty much is still kind of treating it like a lockdown for a lot of people, because depending on where you live, if you live in a particular area that was hard hit, even if it's not now, you may still have a red health code, which means you can't leave. So even though the trains and the buses and everything's open, everywhere you need to first scan your health code. And if your health code is red, you can't use that service, you can't buy in the supermarkets, you can't leave your house pretty much. So now it's a virtual lockdown for the people of Wuhan. Some of them will be able to freely go and come and go. Certainly people can leave Beijing to go to Wuhan now, but once you go there, will you be able to come back out? I don't know, because if you go there, you're going to need to download the health code, and it's going to track you everywhere. And if you've been to somewhere that they think is high risk, you're going to get a red health code or an orange health code, which means that your access to these services is going to be restricted quite a lot. So we'll see how this works, but they say tomorrow everything's going to be open. That's what I'm reporting. We'll see. Health ministers of the world, go and die. Okay, no, I'm not suggesting that they all go and die, but it's getting annoying. You know, they're saying, yes, the recommendations are that everyone stays 2 meters away from everyone else, and they're standing there with like people shoulder to shoulder. Or they're saying, everyone stay at home, there is no excuse to be outside right now, and then they go into their second home at the weekend. These health ministers, I say health ministers, whatever the titles are, health minister, health secretary, whatever it is, all these health department people who break their own rules, just go and find a cliff to drive off, please. So Scotland, New Zealand. So I just got a message about the New Zealand health minister. He drove his family to the beach during the lockdown. So, let's just hope he gets a taste of coronavirus just to see what it's like. While he's telling people to stay at home, he's going off to the beach and enjoying himself. Let's just hope he gets a taste of his own medicine. This is too much. There's something going on in the world where people seem to have the idea that 5G phone masts are the cause of the coronavirus and that the 5G masts are helping it to spread somehow. It just gets on my nerves. How can people be so stupid? 5G masts, some kind of electronic radio wave frequency signal thing, is making a biological virus that travels from person to person go around the world. 5G of all things. This virus now is in every single country on Earth. Do you think 5G is in every single country on Earth? Is that what they think? I don't think it's in Iran. Is it in Iran? I don't think so. Is it in some of these countries in Africa that seem to be getting it now? I don't think so. Do you think it's in the slums of Delhi? I don't think so. Like, what? But it is a thing, and people are actually going around burning and tearing down 5G masts around the country, around the UK that is.
Yes. So the 5G story is complete and utter rubbish. It's nonsense. It's the worst kind of fake news.
You know when people in China send me these links and they're like, ooh, the UK. I'm just like, it's like I can't even say it's not true, because I would love to say, you know, if someone said to me, oh, are people in the UK likely to burn down the 5G masts because of the coronavirus? I'd have been like, what are you talking about? No. And then when I get sent the link and I see the videos and I see what's going on, I'm just like, speechless. I don't know what to say. Don't break the 5G masts. They're nothing to do with the coronavirus, okay? Although now they might be, because it's funny how things just come around full circle. So although the 5G masts are not spreading the virus, a lot of things are happening in terms of Huawei and 5G. For example, I read a report that France has been sort of bullied or pressured into, not just France, a few countries have been bullied into accepting Chinese help, face masks and stuff like that, in return for allowing Huawei's 5G into the country. So these are reports that I've seen on the internet. I don't know if they are 100% true, but I'm just saying what I've seen, okay? Speaking of rumours and things that I've seen that may or may not be true, there's this theory going around some parts that this disease, COVID-19, can't come out of the human body, sort of like AIDS. And once you've got it, it will always be there in a dormant state, but at any time it can sort of reactivate itself, and then you could once again become a transmitter of the disease. So I'm not sure how much I can believe that, but it is a very different kind of virus, isn't it? We haven't seen something like this for such a long time. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? It is a rumour, and like I said, I'm not sure if it's true, but there's people who believe that, and they're telling their friends to stay away from people who have had the virus, because they're saying that those people are really dangerous too. So I'm not sure, because that could also be a way of discriminating, because it could mean like stay away from Chinese people because maybe Chinese people had the virus, or stay away from the people in Wuhan because they are the ones that all had the virus, and don't give them a job, don't let them come to your city or whatever. I don't know. So I'm not sure how much you can really believe that. Is that just a way to get away with discriminating? I don't know. If you've heard anything like that, let me know in the comments down below. I want to find out some more about this. So in the short time that I was gone, the Excel Centre in London opened, and that's going to have up to 4,000 hospital beds, which is pretty crazy. I saw the video, like a little tour video of it, and it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty big, and apparently it's 1 kilometre long inside, so yeah, a lot of beds. They're expecting a lot of people to need that kind of care. Speaking of needing that kind of care, Boris Johnson has now gone into intensive care. Again, I don't know how to feel. Like, obviously I don't want someone to go into intensive care. Obviously I don't want the Prime Minister to go into intensive care. I don't wish for these things, but you know when these things happen after people make stupid comments like you're shaking hands with everyone and just sort of joking, kind of not taking it seriously, you just feel like, do these people, do they ask for it? Are they asking for it? You didn't take it seriously, and then you got the virus, and when you had the virus, I'm not sure if he was taking it seriously at that point because he had mild symptoms, but now he's in the intensive care unit. I think now he's taking it seriously, so phew. Anyway, I hope he gets out quickly, and I hope it doesn't get too intense in there. I know it's intensive care, but you know, I'm hoping that he's just gone in there as a precaution rather than because his life's in danger. So I hope he gets out soon, and when he does get out, let's see the changes in the policy now after, you know, the leader has got it himself. Is he still willing to put everyone in the country through that for herd immunity? We'll see. A lot of these stories are old on my phone right now. I'm going to have a proper up-to-date video tomorrow, because right now these are just all the things I was sort of like randomly taking notes about. But anyway, so Wimbledon got cancelled. I think every sporting event for the entire year should just cancel now. No one can practice. Just cancel everything this year. Right off 2020, let's start fresh 2021. But then does that mean Wimbledon will clash with the Olympics? A lot of major companies are going under because of the coronavirus. You probably heard about this already, so I'm not going to really go into all the details right now, but if I get some new ones for tomorrow, I'll let you know. But there are so many companies around the world in every country that just seem to be going bust, 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 bust. And ooh, this coronavirus is not good. I hope everyone's doing all right, and I hope everyone's getting some of that government money that's going around. I know the US, I think Canada, most countries in Europe, UK, have got some kind of government plan in place where people can get some of their income and some support for companies, but I know there's going to be a lot of companies that go under. Don't help the airlines, let them all go. Just go. We can start afresh. Once this is over, we can start afresh. The planes will still be there, they can be bought up by other people. Start afresh. Have some new airlines, new business models. Out with the old. Come on, get rid of the old ones. Get them out. Don't prop them up. It's just shareholder, 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 everything. Gets on my nerves. Let them go under. I'll find a different way to get out of China. There's other airlines. I don't need some of these legacy carriers like British Airways. Let British Airways go. Bye-bye. There'll be other British Airways, British airlines that will come up and rise from the ashes of British Airways, like dinosaur. Get out. I saw the other day that the Malaysian government had put out some instructions and some guidelines for its citizens on how to cope during the coronavirus outbreak, and some of them were let's just say a little dodgy. They have advised women to not nag during the coronavirus and instead show their husbands how to help with certain things like cleaning or folding things or whatever, and to wear something nice, to dress up around the home. I think for the government to put something like that out, it's like you're acknowledging that there is a domestic abuse problem, but instead of dealing with the abusers, you're asking the victims to sort of help their abusers. Ugh. Wow. To those Malaysian women who are having to deal with these kind of instructions, that's about as far as my advice can go. But wear something nice, stop nagging. I hear that tobacco companies are helping with the vaccines. That's interesting, isn't it? Tobacco companies helping to make a vaccine. And then what, if they're successful, they can make lots of money and then sell tobacco back to everyone? I guess they want their customers to be strong enough to continue smoking, right? That's a whole nother industry that I wish would just go under. But that's for another video. And in that region of Italy, and not just Italy, around the world now, there's the conversation happening. I saw Donald Trump was talking about it. In the UK, they may be talking about it. All around the world now, they're talking about face masks. And wearing face masks in public. And that they might start suggesting people do this. Which is quite funny, isn't it? Because it's only been, what, we're in the 4th month of this virus outbreak. And people have been talking about it. People. Not just me though, I'm not the only crazy person in the world that's been talking about face masks. But you know, people have been talking about it from the beginning. Wear face masks, wear face masks, wear face masks. And people have been going on TV saying, face masks, face masks don't work. Doctors need them. They don't work. Doctors need them. Am I missing something? They don't work, but doctors need them. Yeah, alright, so it didn't make sense from the beginning, and people have been going on about that for absolutely ages. Don't wear face masks, don't wear face masks, they don't work. You only need to wear it if you're sick, only if you're sick. But how do you know if you're sick? Dumbass, asymptomatic cases. People are not thinking. You don't know if you're sick. You might be sick, and I could be sick, right? I could be sick right now, and I don't know, right? Asymptomatic, maybe I'm asymptomatic, passing it on to everyone around the world. Ha ha, ha 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 ha, you know? Who knows? Wear a face mask. Wear face masks. And finally, I'm happy that they're starting to talk about it, but it's like, yeah, you only waited for 70-odd thousand people to die and then be like, oh, maybe face masks. It's annoying. Anyway, I'm gonna end it here. Today was more of a like, you know, try and get back into things. I'm not used to this now. I've been sort of in bed for the whole week. Anyway, you'll see that in the other video. I've been in bed for the whole week, not feeling very well. Now I am. Superman, I'm back. And feels good. So tomorrow, get ready for an up-to-date catch-up with the coronavirus news. Give me a comment down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you there. Peace.